New Year, same extra value meals at McDonald's. Now get a savory sausage McMuffin with
Hello. What's up? Shut the hell up. About time me. Don't you about time me. Hurt my feelings. You're trying to hurt my feelings? Congratulations. You have. Damn, you got home from work this late? Shit. That's awful. Make sure we got everything set up quickly here. What do we? How's everybody doing? Long time no stream. You know me, I gotta check in every so often. But that is because I don't stream anymore because Farm Sim streaming is dead. Nobody streams anymore. It's dead. It's gone. About time. Oh my god, here we go. Here we go with the drama. I didn't want to stream and immediately have drama. Here we go with the drama, and it's going to be a big one. Ladies and gentlemen, the myth, the legend, the man himself. You're right, Cecile. Cecily. Yeah. The other guy is a myth. What are you guys even talking about? Dan Chapman's not a real person. So, I'm literally showing off this map right now. I'm gonna do a little silage harvest. Haven't sat down and played in a while. Just been working on the map. We have no volume in the game. 1 second, please. Hold. This is continuing off of the save game I had from I don't even know how many months ago. Go. So it has most of the same equipment that we had. Yeah, I just adjusted this camera. Okay. Now if you hear my cats in the background, it's because they're pieces of shit. Volume on that so I can hear myself think. There we go. Oh, we're good to go. Rockrop, look at this. Look at this neat truck that I have back here. It's kind of neat. It's what always so freaking cool. I know. Questions? I mean, god damn, it's got a Missouri plate. Okay, ignore that for now. I'm gonna fix that. Don't even worry about that. Don't even fret. All right. It did come from Missouri though, so. But god damn, might be one of my favorite trucks in the game, Row Crop. If you guys have not gotten this truck yet, this is Row Crop's truck. You can, it's in testing right now, I believe. But check out his Facebook page and follow his Facebook page, and you can see updates there for when it's released. That dude releases almost all of his stuff, and they're all super nice. Average, can you please make on your maps where buildings can be deleted so people can do a farm build? Can't you guys use the object hider mod? Don't most people do that on my maps? Isn't that a thing? Your hair looks good. Thanks, Champagne. You know, Champagne's my hype man. Everyone else are dirty liars, traitors. My biggest fans are traitors. But my hype man's always been Champagne. You know, so Mortar, what's up? One of my top testers, Mortar, over on the Discord. So everything's mostly in the same spot. I remember we were plowing with that before. I switched out the manure spreader. I didn't like the, was it Husky? Husky? Slurry spreader. Didn't like it. Well, it was a little too big, and you know me, if it's too big. Anyways, this is the same. I don't have the bales that I baled a long time ago. I don't know if you guys saw that on live stream. I did that on my own, but I need to rebale now. And I don't have my cows either, so I need to repurchase the cows. But my goal is to just fill up on silage and hopefully fast forward through the winter. And I did some improvements. We got a different mower, so I didn't like the other one. This is now relegated to the spraying and planting tractor. Honestly, might just be the spray tractor. And then added this little New Holland. I needed an extra tractor to haul and rake and haul silage boxes. Oh my god, simulate. I just delete the whole map on your maps. Wow, okay. This is, see, this is why I didn't want to stream tonight, because I knew Simulation was going to come in here and he was going to start some drama. He's always starting drama. If you guys know, he's just a big drama queen. It's going to be a big drama between us. Simulation, like 2 or 3 months ago, somebody actually came up to me, like, direct messaged me on Facebook or something like that. It might have been on Facebook. A long time ago, and they're like, why are you in SimStation beefing? I was like, what are you talking about? And it's because you entered the stream like one time, and I talked about how it's going to be a big drama between us. But he actually thought we were beefing. So now we actually have to come up with a story for why we're beefing. So let's work on that tonight. Sim, start posting more Paoli. Yeah, Sim, we do miss you. All right, let me get this started. I think I need to unload this box. And I think I got, yeah, okay. This kind of moved from last time I had it set up. Hopefully this works. It's not very loud either. Is it are the engine sounds very loud for you guys? I don't want them to be a little bit louder. And what this looks like. My cats are meowing in the background too. That's just rude. Shut up! Did that stop him? You can hear him just crying in the background. We have a kitten. Very annoying. How's the Stitzer update coming? Pretty good. Been very busy this week, so slow, I would say. See, now it's loud in my ear and not loud enough for you guys, so. Okay. But I'm hopefully within the next week to week and a half, I will have Stitzer updated and sent out to resent out to testers. See, the volume's not loud for you guys. Very loud for me. Unfortunate. You guys want to see the tractor I painted over Christmas? Instead of decorating gingerbread cookies or gingerbread houses, we went and painted a bunch of stuff, and then the proceeds from the painting stuff went to a charity. But this is the one I picked out. So this was all white, and I painted it, and it's gorgeous. It's just a little thing I do, you know. Just a little thing I've been doing, you know. That tractor is normally very quiet. This one's really loud. I feel like this one's the loudest one I have. Oh, shit. Oops. You see there's a thing called input gain and a thing called, you know what? Shut your... I hate you. Alright. I'm gonna adjust that right now, actually. Here, maybe? Sure, you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. Oh, it's close, it's close. Shut up, kitten. That's pretty close. All right. I'm gonna go with that. You know, it's been a while. You know, we got to get back into the motion, get back into the rhythm of streaming, you know, for a couple days, couple streams, and then I'll disappear for a couple months, and then we'll get back to it, you know. You guys cool? Are you able to join? It's not a multiplayer one. I'm not playing multiplayer at the moment. This map is just in testing. Not now, kid. Yeah, kid. Not now, kid and daddy streaming. You know what I'm talking about. Oop. Has manual attach come back out yet? I kind of want to add that. That's much better. What a nerd. Thanks, Sim. Thanks. You're too kind. You're so nice to me. You're a really good guy. Really good friend of mine. Oh, it is out. I didn't know that. How long has it been out? Oh, it's buggy. Well, if it works on base game vehicles, then it should work on every vehicle. Then it's kind of like a mod conflict at that point if it doesn't work. Oh! Turns a little too sharp. We're gonna open up the head. No, we should make tire work now. This always happens where you guys are like, oh yeah, we're here. Detected for preview. We're in the field. Headlands 3. I don't know if that's actually the working with. This stream's off to a great start. Have to. Well, how come it doesn't detect it for the AI worker? Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. It does for this. Very curious. How long till this map is public? I can't tell. There's stuff I want to do. More detail I'd like to add to the map. Why is it not working? We need to. We do need to do a headland and then try it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Woo! I'm not crashing. Don't you crash out. I'm not crashing out. It's fun. Part of the problem. We're not crashing out. We're having a good time. We're playing a video game, Michael. We're not crashing out. Yeah, it'll come out when it comes out. There's a lot of detail I'd like to add to the map. But I went through the logs this weekend and I cut down substantially on the log in terms of errors and warnings. There are very few left. I'm sure some will pop up as testing goes on, but this will be much more tested than Portland, I would say, by the time it comes out. Lanny! Oh my god. Let the Canadian slander begin. Oops. We're yielding a lot more than I thought we would. I don't know what I'm doing. lost puppy right now. Change the FOB. That's not the right button. I switched the key binding. I switched the key binding so you guys wouldn't yell at me. That was habit right there. But I did switch it. You guys would leave me the hell alone. What's up, Lane? Oh, it is quieter. You know what, Sim? You're right. Maybe I was going crazy before. I thought this was louder. How could I ever doubt you? My secret lover. I mean, yeah. Yeah, my friend. Friend with benefits. Damn, we really going 19 with this? This is the Mod Hub International, isn't it? The nose looks a little long. That's what I said about your mom. It didn't stop me. Are we that was only one, and it's the one time, Lanny. We're not counting. That's it. That's the one time that's gonna happen tonight, and never gonna happen again. So. Because I re-keybinded it. Re-keybinded it. Is this map almost public? I really can't say. I don't want to give a date or a time frame. I would prefer just to work on the map in my own time, find inspiration, and you know, add that to the map. When I feel it's finished, it'll be finished. But there are a lot of things I'd like to add, especially interior. I think this map is really a map that I would like to work on the interior of the buildings. But by the time this wagon's done unloading, I will have filled up the next box, so I should just go unload it now. Oh, she's heavy. I'll show off some of the visual, I guess we want to say, improvements to the map later in the stream, maybe like in an hour. I don't know how long I plan on streaming. An hour and a half, 2 hours. Sometimes it goes longer, and I surprise myself. No, it's okay for asking, Lane. That's all right. I get that question a lot. It used to make me angry, but nah, it doesn't. It's all right. It's louder in first person. Oh. Oh, you're right. Why is that the case? It's usually inverted. It's usually louder when you're outside of it and quieter when you're inside on most of the tractors in this game. I swear it is. Graphics are on point. Thanks. Laney, these are the ones when I lost my graphics I had to copy off of what I gave you when we were playing on Ray County. Which, by the way, we got to get back to that save. Or do a save on this. You know, that's... If you want. Alright, now the trigger box on these forage blowers are not the greatest. And I thought I fixed it for my own special purpose. Yeah, see? Tiny. I don't like that. See, I think it's like that. Yeah. Look at that. How thin that box is. It should be wider than that. I wonder what is going on there. Some sort of... is the scale not frozen, or... I don't know. I have to look into that. It's VSL's blower, but maybe I didn't get an update. Maybe I missed an update or something. It's only inverted when it's cold outside. What are we talking about? Get out of the way. By the time we fill this up, that box should be empty. I was really hoping we'd have AI, but honestly, probably don't need it. How to fix the trigger on the forward floor? I swear I released a version of that was fixed in my Discord somewhere, but I could be going insane. Cause it was a while back when I first released Stitzer on the Patreon for FS25, and that forward floor was bugging me because I was trying to test why the harvesters weren't working. Why the trigger was so off. Which was still, I don't know why that was not working. I had to completely redo all the harvesters on the map because the trigger was acting funky. What in the hell? How are we full already? There's no way we're yielding this much. Jesus. Is it because of the... Did they not adjust the yield on this texture? Or something? We're like getting double. Am I wrong? Has anyone else had this with that corn texture? This field I don't think was fertilized. Maybe it was, but still, that's insane. 27,000 liters in like no time. So I'm wondering if it's the corn texture that has like a higher yield, maybe? Or did I do something? I don't think I have ever adjusted the yields on the corn in FS25, so that is very strange. Rokrop, are you here to instigate the drama? Is this the return of Silage corn? I am going to do that to this map. I would like to separate corn from BMR corn and yeah, separate it out, and we're not going to do seed extension because that was too confusing for people, unfortunately. I could make it an optional thing, but I don't think seed extension works yet. Oh. The T8 you have one, OS Farms is, that's a T7, and that is BSL's TS7, or TS7. There's a New Holland TS, but I don't think BSL has a TS. that is BSL's T7, which is one of my favorites. How the hell are we going to get the wagon out of here? Who thought of this? Who is the idiot who thought of this? This is Rokrop's fault. Why would Rokrop do this to me? I can't believe Rokrop did this to me. How could he, after all these years? And this tractor's not muddy enough. And I used the wrong one. Oh, don't add that to the counter. Don't add that. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't add that to the counter. That's the wrong key. I just gotta get used to it. Please. Please. Please don't add that. How the hell am I gonna get... I mean, I could just go through there, but I don't want to. That's cringe, right? That'd be... maybe what I could do. Cut a little turnaround here. Oh god, that would be tipping over in real life. Okay, I cut this correctly. I did not cut that correctly. totally a real farm. I love it. Easy. Dude, that yield is way too high. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. Damn it! The chopper box is not in the waterway, okay? This yield is way too... I actually want to look at this file. Hold on. This yield is so insanely high. What the freaking heck? What the freaking heck? And I think it's the texture. I've not chopped with this texture yet. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Could be something else. Could be something I did. You never know. Let's look. Harvest liters per square meter. 4.1. That doesn't sound right. All right. I did not fart. That was my foot rubbing against my leather chair. Shut up. Okay, let's go to Portland. As correct texture. Foliage. Haze. The XML. 0.92. What the hell? Why did they... It's 4 times as much the yield. That's it. Okay, we are saving. We're saving and restarting. We're changing that. That's insane. I'm not doing that all night. So, well, what are we intermission? We're gonna do a little intermission right now. Okay. Precious. Do a little full. Maybe we'll do a little full webcam here. That's a good looking guy right there. Good looking guy. That's me. Good looking guy. Start this. 0.92. 0.92. And they had it at, whoever made this texture had it at 4.10. That's insane. 4 times as much. That is a ridiculous yield. Sheesh! Over 4 times as much, actually. All right. Play a little bit of music. A little something suave. This chopper is louder than one speaker phone in the sub. Bro, crop, are you having... That is called a stroke! You are having a stroke, sir! Are you okay? I want to join the Patreon, but I would like to know if Stitzer RCS is functional and if the fields are separated. It will not be RCS for another couple of weeks. It'll be RCS in February. I'm going to come out with a vanilla version here in about a week and a half, I'd say. Then it will be RCS after that. I'd like to make sure that I got everything right, so I'm not... When you make an RCS, like... You're working with 2 different map i3Ds. So you're basically working on 2 maps. Whatever changes you make to one map, you're making to the other. So the best timing to do RCS is after you've finished everything, you know, and you've actually you tested everything, right? That's if you do it if you have a normal vanilla version and RCS, which I'm struggling to decide whether I want to do that or not. Whether I want to have 2 or not. Or I just want to go straight RCS. Honestly, Stitzer would benefit from RCS more than the vanilla anyways. But some people like it. Some people, I guess, have performance issues on RCS. So, you know, having that option available so people don't kill me. You wouldn't believe how many options. There are people who want, like, 5 different versions of the map, you know. And so they got to have every different feed. You know, this one has rocks removed. You know, this one has RCS. This one doesn't have RCS. This one has whatever number of variables. Oh, God. We're fine. Whoever said I put it in the ditch, you're wrong. You're a liar. You're a floozy, and you were always wrong. And you doubted me. And look where I am now. I'm out of the ditch. And I wasn't in the I wasn't in the ditch. I wasn't in the ditch to begin with. So, haha. Haha. I feel you should have to do both options. And could you remove buildings? Oh my god. Removing the buildings would require me to bake all of my animated doors and gates into a placeable and redo the nodes for all the animations. I am not going to do that. That is the final word on placeables in my maps. If it's a placeable, it's a placeable that's already exists in the world. But I do not make my buildings placeables. If somebody wants to make one of my buildings a placeable, absolutely, and I'll replace my buildings with those. But I am not going through the work of making all of my buildings placeables. Why does Ray County have all placeables that are removable? Because that's the way they were built. Mine are baked into the map. I have an animated objects XML that I use for every one of my maps. It has all the animations done already, has everything I need. And what the hell is in the middle of the field over there? Okay. The buildings, all of my buildings have the same animations that work with that animated objects XML. If I do a placeable for every single building, I have to add that animation separately into the XML, and I have to change the node IDs for every, which could be different for every single building. And Legacy, don't you start with me, Legacy. Don't you start with me. I'm not a beard. Oh my god, I'm in full screen still. Holy shit. I was yelling that whole time. And I was... Oopsie, sorry. Oopsie poopsie, oopsie poopsie. We are back to our regular scheduled programming. I was not mad. That was not madness. I was not angry. What do I? But it is really annoying. I make my maps specifically based off of off of the farms in real life. I try to recreate them as much as possible. I put a lot of time into recreating them. To be like, can I delete all those buildings that you put a lot of time into adding to the map? To say that is like, what the fuck? Oh. It feels like a disservice to all the work that I put into it. I make my maps for people who just got off of work and don't want to spend the time building farms. But also, where the fuck is the tractor that I'm looking for? Okay. But also, my maps usually have a lot of space. I mean, Stitzer's kind of hard to build a farm on, but Portland has like so much room to build. This Paoli has so much room to build your own farm. So you know what? You don't have to delete my. You don't have to want to delete my farms that I built for you, baby. Just the game in less space. Lanny, stop pretending like you don't want to see only my face. Everyone needs to vent. I've been building maps since FS19. I build them a specific way and people know that. Which is broken. I build them broken. No, I'm just kidding. Gotten a lot better at that. If you want to remove placeables off everything, learn GE. Yes, I do have videos on my YouTube channel. It is so easy to delete the buildings. I promise you, it's so easy. Open GE, open my map in GE, click on the building, hit the delete button. Save. Done. It is way faster. I could probably put a video of that. I already have a video of it up, but I'll probably put another one. Lanny? I swear to God, if you're Canadian, ask bust my balls one more time. And I didn't cut a path for this. And now I'm gonna put the box in the ditch. Look what you're making me do. I've become violent. I've become angry now. Now I'm angry. I wasn't before when I was yelling. I've become passive aggressive. And it's all because of the Canadian. It's always the Canadians. It's always been their fault. Shut up. Oh God. Okay. Okay. All right, forage box. Just. No. Hey, I always knew it. I always trusted myself. Believe in yourself. That's my motto of the night. Believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. And fuck the Canadians. What is GE? I will kill you. Just give me a farm with characters of good starting. I hate when the starting farm feels like ending. Also true. I feel like the starting farm's got to be kind of small. You know? What the fuck? What the freaking heck? Why not hit the trigger on the... Did that smell? Hello? Why is... Hello? The node too high for this box or what? I just stuttered. Well. Yeah. It's just one of those nights, folks. It's just one of those nights. Just one of those nights. What did Mortar say? Mortar's one of my trusted testers. You be nice to him. He's doing God's work in the Discord. Okay, this one you say goodbye to your life. In the game, of course, in the game. Really use a farmhand. This tractor smells. This tractor sounds like a fart. Like a really long fart. Gage, is that Gage County? How many trucks do you start off with? I thought about like doing one where the starting equipment are like you know, someone's, I don't know, what's someone like maybe a couple different modders like itch pages that you have to download from. I don't know. Like Casarius or something like that. And that's the starting equipment instead of the base game crap. You know what I mean? My favorite starting farm so far, I think, was Middleburg, New York, FS22. I don't remember the starting farm on that. I remember that map. I don't remember the starting farm, though. Unfortunately. Whatever happened to Nitro Dad? He's big in 19 and 22. I haven't really heard from him in 25. I used to talk to him. He started with all the co-op trucks and dealer trucks. That's kind of sick, though. If you're playing like a certain like RP type, like with like you are the co-op, that's kind of cool. You just do contracts. Maybe I should build a map like that. That'd be sick. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Oh. Oh. Okay. FOV's not 35, I don't drive. Put this on the server and we'll chop. That'd be fun. It'll be like the Ashton Corner stream. That was a fun stream. I don't know if we would be on. I think we would be on the white farm, on the other side of the map. Just a bigger farm for. We have like 4 of us. Say peanuts without the T. Peanuts? He made me say it. I get banned off of YouTube for that. That's how I always have started with Sister on the server. I go in and create a farm that just a co-op and have. Oh yeah, that's sick. I kind of gotta find a nice like a map for that, like an area, like with a big co-op maybe. So I can have that. I probably use the DLC as well, maybe as for the starting equipment. That'd be cool. Good night, Cody. The way you get banned on. Funny though. Oh, all the maps that have co-ops. Yeah. I would like to do that in multiplayer. I don't know how you would do it though. The co-op. I think what it would be the co-op would just start out with way more money than everyone else. So they could have more equipment just right off the bat to increase like dependency on them. You know, until people have their own equipment, and then everyone else has like budgets. I think that's how I would do it. I sleep now. Bye bye. All right, Roll Cup. I love you. See you later. Yeah, see you later. We have a pallet sitting out in the middle of the field over there. Lovely. Our yield is actually realistic now. We can go all the way around the field. But, my shaders are showing up. They're not really. That's just OBS. Same as what I got. I cannot stand the FOV on this game with the phone. Awkward. Don't look at the game. Don't look at my screen. Don't look at my screen. Go pay attention to what you were going. Go back to your regular programming. Okay, come to me. Come back to me. Come back to me now. Okay, now watch the stream. We're good. We're fine. Just south of Verona. Yeah, you are correct, sir. This is, again, another area of Wisconsin I used to drive through when I was in law school. I'd drive past these farms all the time, actually. Mainly because I was going down to New Glarus to drink beer. But New Glarus, another map I made based off of those, just driving around Wisconsin. Some of my favorite times in my life was when I was 25, 26, 27, and I just would get in my car and leave Madison, drive around Wisconsin, stop, you know, at where is it, like Zomini or Spring Green or Black Earth or whatever, and get Culver's. I'm sure one of those towns had a Culver's. Get Culver's, and then keep driving around, just explore southwestern, south central Wisconsin, and northwestern. I think I usually make it all the way up to the Dells, and then come back down. But I've been all over that area, so that's why all of my maps are based off of that area. Marksville, Ashen Corners, what else? New Glarus is south central, Stitzer, now Paoli. You're Ubering in Madison, like you're an Uber driver, or you're just Ubering around? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Oh shit! Don't look. Don't look at the screen. 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 I'll tell you when you can look. Don't look yet. Okay, you can come back. You can come back. Come back to me. Come back and watch the stream. What's up, Snowman? What chopper is that? This is a Fiat chopper. I don't know where I found it, to be honest. I think just, I don't even know. I liked it though. That's good. I'm sure if you looked it up, you can find it. It's got some nice options on it. Good evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I love Madison. It is it's a great little town. Well, city. Sitting out on the terrace drinking spotted cow as the sun goes down, eating brats. Oh, come on. Miss it. Is Ashen Corners the name of an actual town or just a name you... It is... I don't know if it's like an unincorporated town, unincorporated township. It's just north of Madison. It's by... what's it called? I don't know, if you look up Ashen Corners, you'll find it on a map. The farm on Ashen Corners is just north of there. I wanted to name it that instead of Dane County because I wanted to save the Dane County name for a different map. It would suit better. Recently, I've been really obsessed with like Darlington and Dodgeville and Platteville area south of there. Is it Rock County or is it Rock County? Really been looking at making a map there. My DEMs have gotten a lot better. Oh, I did make a map. I did start a map the other day, just like for funsies. only got one farm on it, but it is a 1 meter DEM, and it's a way better DEM than I've ever made. Honestly, it's one of the best DEMs I've ever made. So you'll see that someday. I like these simpler maps where there's not as much, I don't know, not as much to work on. Stitzer was like a 19 farm map, and that scarred me. And Mercer County's the same way, and I'm terrified of Mercer County. I'm gonna have to find a way to build that map out while reducing like the amount of work I have to do. If that means hiring people, I'll do it. Facebook Marketplace for what? MRG, you should look into making a map of area of Retreat, Wisconsin. Area of Retreat. Where's that? One fill type per silo instead of 2. What fill types would you put? Aside from chaff. Curious. Like high moisture corn? That'd be interesting. Sometimes I have to balance like that realism side of it with people being annoying and not like coming to me with like false reports. Be like, I can't fill this silo with this. I'd be like, okay, well, that silo is not meant, that silo only takes one fill type, and that's not the fill type it takes, And so how do I cut down on annoying comments like that? Simplify the map as much as possible, right? So that's kind of the thing I dealt with on Stitzer. Everyone was like, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken. No, like, no, it was not. It was like 95% not broken. There was like a 5%, a couple things needed to be fixed. But most of it was just like you just weren't doing it right. Oh baby, third person. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna build my maps that way anymore. Have a suggestion for an area. Build a map. Let me know. Yep. Told you. Anything, let me know. I mainly need somebody who is very good at modeling buildings. But the thing in the farm sim community is if you're good at modeling buildings, you probably have a Patreon and you're already doing work for yourself. So it's kind of hard to hire that person when they're kind of building things for themselves, right? Which there's no problem with that. Like, do your own thing, work for yourself, everything. But Mercer County, there are so many buildings that need to be made on that map. Be willing to invest a good chunk of money, I mean thousands of dollars, to get all those buildings modeled. It's a matter of finding the right person and making sure they're building it right. A lot of those buildings have interiors that I have no idea what's going on the inside, so there's some buildings that aren't going to have interiors, some that will, so I don't know. It's tough. Rock County, Rock County, Wisconsin. That's what I was thinking. What county is Darlington in? That is a map that I've built, and I think I've streamed on it before. Have I? It's on my Patreon. That I would like to. Oh my God, this is so cringe. Please, Jesus. I'd like to build it into a 4X because it's honestly. It needs a 4X to justify. I don't know if that's Rock County. South Wayne, Wisconsin, Rock County? I don't remember. Don't look at me, I'm retired and grumpy. I know. Legacy, you've already built buildings for a farm of mine, and I appreciate that, and I'm endlessly indebted to you, so I would never ask. Oh, that's Greene County, Darlington. That's right, because I was going to name the map Greene County. I built the buildings for that. Not all of them, a couple buildings. And I need to upgrade that to a 4X. I can actually switch to it here. Later in the stream I can show you. The area is just like, the fields are huge. Don't look at me, don't look at me. I'm not cutting these corners very well. Oh God, don't look. Dear Jesus, tell my mom to avert her eyes, please. Okay, we're fine. Look back at that stream. I need my viewers. Farming, Minnesota. It's called Farming, Minnesota? Weird. I grew up in Minnesota. I never heard of that. 2 pool farms to the south and 3 to 4 to the north. I have Klossner, Minnesota, which is right next to my home where I grew up. Klossner is a better map, honestly, than Portland, but I think I might redo the DM for that too. Make it just needs to be redone. But I did build that whole monoslope and everything for that one farm, and I really would be sad. And I spent like a week building it, so I'd really be sad if I didn't finish that project. Sitzer was your favorite? I appreciate that, man. Sitzer sucked. To make. It was not fun. I was burnt out after that match. I built Mercer County, like I rebuilt some of the buildings on that, released it on my Patreon, and then Marksville for 25. That was alright. That also could use a better DEM. This is all, but I wasn't making very good DEMs at that time. Now the DEMs I make a bussin'. Paoli, in fact, this map is actually one of my oldest maps. I just like started working on it last summer and rebuilding it, making it look nice again. And I've built all the buildings for this map too. Not all the buildings, but most of the buildings. Okay, we're not gonna put this in the ditch. We're gonna go straight out this way. Really hope you bring Stitzer to 25. Oh, I have it in 25. It's not just on my Patreon, but I'm updating it for the patrons right now. It is gonna require a lot of testing. I mean, I'll be honest with you, it requires a lot of testing. It's a big map. And there's a lot of farms. Less testing than it required in 22, but bussin', yeah. I'd love to see a map based around Stats, Jerry, just west of Marshall, Wisconsin. Oh shit. Marshall. I feel like I know Marshall, Minnesota, but not Marshall, Wisconsin. Maybe I don't know all the places in Wisconsin. That's just, I do feel like I need to move on to Iowa now. I've done so many Wisconsin maps. I do feel like moving on to Iowa, 'cause that is another significant part of my life. Is my extended family is all from Northeast Iowa, and I definitely love that area. Oh, shit. Love that area just as much as southwestern Wisconsin. South central Wisconsin, Northeast Iowa. Absolutely love Stitzer had multiple save games. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I built Stitzer when my dog was sick. My dog ended up passing away from cancer. I've started that map just to distract myself, but I had basically stopped mapping for a year Oop. After I released Ashen Corners for 22, and it just... I was not in a good place mentally. And then I came back, and I released Little Mountain, and I released Medicine Creek, the update for, or sorry, the conversion for that. Snow Creek let me do. And Stitzer, Lincoln Creek, Portland for 23. Hopefully here in 25 we have much better maps. I think we're off to a good start. I think Cortland ended up being way better than I thought it would be. Paoli's definitely, this map right now is one of my favorite maps that I've made. Ashen for 25, way better than Ashen 22. But I think this might be my favorite map. There's still a lot of things to do, but I think by the time I'm finished with this map, this will be my favorite. Even though it's very flat. Does Stitzer have RCS built in already? Not yet. It will, though. A remaster of Elkader would be the dream. I have told people many times, Elkader will be one of the last maps I make. The first map I ever built, and it will be the last. For Farm Sim. When I finally decide to move on with my life, or when Farm Sim dies. Whichever comes first. Dad? I'm not your dad. Go find your real dad. But for Elkader, that'll be... I would want to make it a 16x, I really would. That's a lot of work, though. I remember painting the fields for the first time I was making a 16x of Elkader, and the fields took me like 2 or 3 days to paint. A lot of work. So many hours. But I have all the pictures of my family's farm. Detailed pictures, 800 pictures of the main farm on Elkader. So I would be able to redo everything. And make it hyper accurate. I mean, I would have, the house would all be how it is in real life too. WGA. Oh, lordy. Did you change your name, WGA? What are you up to? I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. Time is up. Yeah, it's only 8:20 here. I do love this texture. I also love the other corn texture. So I definitely feel like the two, like the trash for this one's really nice too for like silage corn, right? So I definitely feel like making 2 different corn types that you could plant, just like I did with Stitzer. The BMR corn, the brown midrib that's perfect for silage, and the other regular stuff. Some people have a chance, the patience to make a 64x. That is all like, in the legal biz would be called puffery. I don't think anyone's ever going to complete over 64x. Oh my god, the turning radius on this, please. Jesus Christ. Also, performance issues would be terrible. The only reason I would consider a 16x of Elkader is there are not that many farms that would be on the map. The amount of farms on an Elkader 16x map would be the same amount that would be on Stitzer. Like 20. Seriously, it would be that much. And so get a bigger DEM, but it's the same amount of work on the farms at least. But there's so much painting of like the ditches. Like I hand painted all these ditch weeds and everything. There's so much of that you need to do unless you have good scripts. It's kind of a waste of time. It's already rough for a 4X. Please turn properly. Please turn properly. I'm doing something different this time, please. Thank you, sir. Sir, please. Thank you, sir. I didn't have to tell you guys to avert your eyes that time. Have you ever been to Marshfield? Marshfield. I don't think so. I know North Dakota modding and mapping was making, I think it was a 64X. All respect to them. I'm not throwing shade at all. But I don't think that would have, I don't know if that would have gotten completed. It looked really nice though, I will say that. But, you know, as you increase the size of your DEM, you increase the size of your weight files, you increase the size of your density maps for your fruits and for your fields. If you don't do that, if you don't scale those, your fields become jagged and the edges on your roads become jagged. So you have to scale them, which increases file size and increases, it's gonna increase workload on your computer. It's a lot. Because you're loading in all those pixels, right? And you're loading pixels from a bigger image. This is really, the cornering on this is really, it's really doing me in. I tell you what. So to alleviate that issue, I've just been running over the corner. Yeah, Marshfield never been to. 1120 here keeping me up. my bad. I should show off some of the map here after this load, maybe? God damn it. Detaching the front part. Alright. Mail? That's the wrong button. Nobody's here to count though. So this is our farm over here. What are we? I'm not filling these because I don't want to. I actually should try setting up the AI so they'll level this off for me. I've never done that. Is that Courseplay? I haven't even downloaded Courseplay for 25. I should. I feel like I'm so behind on playing the game compared with map making. Those crickets from my game? It is. They're really loud. Like constant. You hear that ringing? I hear that ringing. The hell is it? That's strange. It is the environment. I wonder what that is. That's very strange. Oop. Environment. Is this the corn you are adding for the next beta update? I already updated the map on Paoli on this map. Wow, that ringing noise now, it's just, I can't get over that. It's really bugging me. Why is it like everywhere? I wonder what is that? I don't remember ever hearing that. You guys hear that? I hear it. wonder if I can see sound sources. No. I don't remember that being a part of the game. I wonder if I've got a sound running somewhere. Any hoozle. This is the farm. These are for calves here. Little pen. Haven't put any calves in there yet, but you can't put calves in there. And I got calf pens in here. In y'all. Which the you have to use like the little cart for this. I don't know what the BSL has released a cart. That's probably what you got to use for this. That's what I use at least. But I want to make this bin so you can put feed in it. So you could just roll the thing up here and get feed from here. So I need to work on that. I don't think I made it. Maybe I did make it functional. I think it is a... Oh, it is a functional bin. I don't think I've tested it yet. Maybe I should do that. So yeah, that's the farm. That ringing noise is annoying the hell out of me. I'm gonna look at that next time I update the map. I don't know why it's so loud in my ears right now. This is the freestyle. You could look this farm up in real life, honestly. You go south of Paoli's up that way. You look south, or come south from Paoli. The machine shed. I wonder what that is. Man, it is truly loud. Like, I can hear it everywhere. Wonder if I quit and come back. Could you guys hear that? I don't think I've ever heard that before. I want to load the map. I'm gonna try loading the map up. I wonder if it's like I don't know, like a production that's making that noise, or if that's like an ambient sound. Let's see. It's a shame my computer isn't more powerful. Would love to switch to 25, but choose 22 because I can't stand blurry graphics. Yeah, they kind of, I don't know. They did some shit to make it. I don't know why the textures are blurry for some people. You can fix it using console commands. If you just fix the texture streaming. Oh, there, it's gone. Well, now it's kind of a high-pitched whistle. I wonder if it's different in September. Because we were in September. The morning. Like 8 o'clock in the morning. Weird. It's not there anymore. Huh. Wonder if I need to I've never had a sound issue like that before. I wonder if it's like a mod that I got, a tractor, or I don't know. I hear my cat at the door yelling. That's strange. That's a first for me. Wrong button counter? No, 11, you're not supposed to be counting. The chopper causing your pop. Yes, yeah, the chopper, I think, doesn't turn all that well. I don't know if it's a collision or what. There it is. It's back. What's I got? Am I going insane? If I change the reload environment. Oh, there we go. Reloading the environment fixed it. That was that a bug? What was that? Like not a bug, like a computer bug, programming bug. Because that's what it sounded like. Like it was like a sound that was like repeating. Oh no, I pressed not. I didn't click the wrong button. I didn't. All right, we'll continue our tour here. So yeah, this is the farm, main farm. I really like how it's turned out. I modeled almost every farm, and I don't. Well, there's a few buildings here that I didn't model. The main buildings though I've modeled. This really weird one. There's supposed to be slots in the sides. I might just put fans. Like windows that open up for ventilation, because otherwise I'm pretty sure these cows would die. This is a freestyle originally made by CWJ, and I kind of hacked it up a little bit and then threw it up against this bank barn. The doors need to be animated. I need to do an interior still of this area. Wrong foot. Shut up, Levin. Levin, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Little creek running down the center of the map, all the way down. That's where we are right now. This farm's right here. I think I might put cattle in here. I'm not sure. Like beef cattle, where it's just a bale ring you're feeding with. Like that would be kind of neat. But otherwise, this is just what it looks like at the moment. Empty farmyard. I think this is just the old dairy, and they moved back there to these big free stalls. But we got a machine shed down here. Okay, when you're flying, you can apparently fly through stuff. A little high off the ground. I gotta reduce the height on that. I really like this shed. I can't wait to move on to this farm eventually. Got a little camera over here. Another thing I thought of is like adding, because you can't switch between cameras. Is putting a camera right here. Thought that'd be really cool. The way you can see people rolling up down the lane. It is in testing. It is in testing. Over on my Patreon in the link in the description. You can check it out there. It just got updated actually. I need to make a separate slurry trigger here for this slurry pane and redo the textures on this because that's ugly. So there's going to be two slurry triggers. There's going to be one with a pipe coming out over here that you can drive up under for people who don't want to use the one you can drive into the pit. The old Jono one. I think BSL's got one. I think there's one other Noon one that also works with this pit. So this is similar to Marksville Stitzer. In that the trigger's down in the hole. Commodity barn, commodity shed, those bins. There is a road that used to lead up that way to a field at the top of the hill, but I have removed it because it's really just like less than an acre, like less than half an acre really, of a field that was kind of cut off by the boundary of the map. Bunkers up here. There are not nearly enough tires for. Probably double or triple that. Then we got a calf fence down here, and then I just added in the recent update a little heifer pen here. There's heifers in this one, and this one is where they show up. And then I'll probably add, I'll make these into calf pens as well, and then add like little buckets, attach little buckets to these gates, and they can feed like that. I guess that wouldn't be heifers. They'd be nursing. Here, they're all attached. You can't really open these gates. I didn't animate them. Didn't really feel like you needed to. But these are, I think these two are all one. I made them all into one because the milk trigger is really just one trigger. So I didn't want to have two separate cow stalls. I just made them all into one, and the missing textures there. So need to do some, this is one of the farms where I need to do some decorating, especially in this like room and everything, and you know, add some buckets and whatnot. So that's that farm. The machine shed's down here. Almost not enough room, but I think they do contracting. A lot of people on Facebook have talked to me about how they've worked for, I think, them. I could be wrong. It could be them over there, but I'm not sure which. Little decorative farm over here that I'd still want to do some things to, but it's not functional, and it's not supposed to be functional. And you come down here, another decorative farm, not functional, will never be functional. Little house up there. Milk cell that I'd like to make look a little bit better than what it is, instead of like a building that's just plopped down in there. Dealerships down here. John Deere dealership. I'm gonna put some tractors out front, honestly. And then this is actually based off of the Insight FS that is over by Marksville. West of Marksville. That's what this is kind of loosely, very loosely based off of. It's just the layout of it. Although someday I would really like to make the actual co-op. And we're moving. There's a house there. LJR's house. It looks like that tree's a little too close to the road. Yeah. One of my favorite parts of the map is down here. All these trees. Has that dense look, and then got this little field entrance down here. And then all the detailing kind of ends right here because this is where I stopped. So there's all this wetland down here, but I need to detail the ditches like I did to the rest of the map. So it's a little barren down here, but this is one of the dairy farms. Older tie stall dairy. This is probably the last farm I'll be working on. I have not done anything to this farm since I first released this to the Patreon, so need to get on that. Probably the least used farm, honestly, but for some reason whenever I release a map, sometimes people there's some people just the farm that I despise and don't like at all ends up being a favorite. So that will probably be this farm, but I'd like to redo the textures on this barn, fix some of the BSL's barn that he released in 22, and I haven't bought it, so the doors aren't opening. But yeah, I'd like to do a bunch of retextures to some of this in here, make it look nice, you know. Then detail up this area a lot more, get it functional. This is probably the only farm that's not really functional. I mean, you can put cattle in and everything, but it's not really finished, I'd say. This farm is very functional. A lot going on here. I was thinking about putting this silo, I don't know, and emptying into this room that I made down here, making it functional and emptying into that room. But I'm not sure about that. Might be annoying for people to have to feed down below, so we'll see. But needs more detail on the interiors, as you can see. Exteriors are fine. Interiors need a lot of work. So what I think is I'm gonna do is just like have this be the cattle are in here, and then they walk down to be milked in there, something like that. I don't know. These are two separate pens, so I don't know about that. This is the cattle yard back here. I detailed up last night, actually, so this isn't, it doesn't look like this on the beta at the moment. but it made it look a lot more like a cattle yard. This is a shed. This shed is like inverted, so all this stuff, that door and everything is on the other side, but I needed it to be on this side, so I took it into Blender and mirrored it and redid everything. And then the triggers are right there. It's triggers inside, and I can't get inside because the door's locked, and I'm flying, and just it's hell, and I don't own the property. This is a barn that I made for Darlington, which I'll show next. I can show Darlington next. We want to probably end the stream on that, honestly, since we're getting late. But I kind of redid this barn, added a height map to these stones so they look better. I should do that on and I need to soften up this edge too. There's a really I every time I look at this building, this edge is very hard. Not sexually. MRG, what's up, sport? My man. My screenshotter. This farm seems in the middle. It's hard to tell what kind of size equipment to use. This farm seems. Yeah, this one. It is kind of in the. It's like that medium range to large. Oh god, the sounds are terrible, man. I gotta fix the sounds on this map. I can hear water. I really do be using default map sounds right now. I need to fix that. Yeah, it's in that small to medium range size equipment. Or sorry, medium to large equipment. There's a lot of shed space on this farm. Lots of shed space. But these are the size of the sheds in real life, to be honest. So honestly, I'm surprised this farm doesn't have grain bins. I don't know what else they do. My beautiful monoslope effort barn. One of my favorite buildings that I've made. I like this building. This is for bale storage in here. But and this one didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to. I think because the roof is leaning a little bit too far out. But it's alright. Okay, it's not bad. It does the job. It's a weird shape. And yeah. Little spot for thorn bales up here. I should add another level onto this, honestly. That would look cool. Like a loft. That actually looks sick. I should do that. So yeah, that's those are the farms. Pretty sure that's all of it. Yeah. I can go ahead and just do a quick fly through of Darlington, which is not even it will never I mean it's a map, but it really deserves to be a 4X in my opinion. God, this farm's sick though. I love this farm. I don't know why. I just really it's like it's a weird shaped farm because it's long and not like deep. And okay, don't sexualize that, people. And I don't know. I just like I like the layout and everything. One of my favorites. I also spent a lot of time working on that one, so let's go look at Darlington quick, maybe, perhaps. And I'm starting to yawn. I need to start streaming earlier. I got a lot of maps. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, sick. Okay, you dev. Yeah, the fields are just gigantic on this map, and I don't like the border, and it just needs to be a bigger map to justify like the operation here. As you can see, the grain storage is gigantic. It's honestly a selling point rather than in real life, I'm pretty sure. This is northwest of Darlington, Wisconsin, I believe. Hello, dogs. You guys getting sick and tired of me talking? All right. Well, let's check it out. I haven't been on this map in months, honestly. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. Please don't count that one. Don't count that one. Oh my god! I did it again. It's a habit. A habit. What's wrong with this one is that this hill is too steep. That's what went wrong with this map. My DEM process of making DMs is just a lot better now, and so I don't know why it got exaggerated so much. And it's one of those things where you like you get like most of the way through a project and then you kind of like take another look at it and you're like, why is this why is this like this? It shouldn't be like this. Well, it's because the DEM just didn't come out right. And I was kind of got this far and I was like, well, I don't know. Shut up, Levin. Shut up, Lanny. I was kind of got this far and I was kind of like, I should just build this into a 4x at this point. I'll show you around, but you'll see soon enough why it should be a 4x. But this is the main farm right here. Actually gates at the entrance here, but this was so hard to get. I can't believe I spent so much time on this, and now I'm just gonna remake it. But this was so annoying to get all of these buildings level. Like, look how hard in this one, like, to get. It was. It was not fun to not make it so like the ground is not bleeding through the edges on these buildings, and it was annoying. It was just annoying, and I was getting pissed. And it does look nice. It's on my Patreon. It's a map, but there's not really anything going for it right now. It just needs to be rebuilt. And this is such a cool building too, because it's all on like a slope. Not thick. It leads out to that yard out there. Yeah, this farm's cool. It's just this is not nearly this high up compared to this meadow down here. Like the whole DEM is screwed up. The height differences and everything. And normally, like, I'm sure a person wouldn't mind that, wouldn't care. For me, it's just bothering me so much that I cannot continue. But this is this barn got edited. It's got this little side part. It's actually got a little side part on this side as well. So, but this is actually pretty close to what it is in real life. This barn, Legacy's barn, actually came out to looking like that. And this barn was in a little bit of an edit too, because I had to, like, all on a slope. Everything's on a slope, so it makes it impossible to do. But with the 1 meter DEMs that I've been making, it handles all that work for me already, so it wouldn't look like that. Or it wouldn't be, I mean, it wouldn't look like that initially because this flat area would already be flattened out and it wouldn't look like a slope like it did when I started the map. And I know some of you are thinking, MRG, shut up and give me the map, but that's not gonna happen. We're gonna redo it all. Like, look how high this is. Like, this is such a steep hill. Like, it's insane. It's fun, but yeah. The quarry over here, that's actually like a cattle yard that they made it into. It's an old quarry that I made. Damn, I really did spend a lot of time on this map. It feels bad. This is just like a classic like MRG move. Just like another map that's not finished. Right. But it's not finished for a reason. God, that's such a sick map too. The hills are crazy. Too crazy, honestly. Down here, this was like, yeah, like a little beef cattle operation, mainly over here. You drive down here. I don't know why I got Holsteins down here. Oh man, look at all this like there's all this texturing and everything, and like, oh, it looks good, but it's not. It sucks. So sad. And this creek is not this. That's another thing that's bugging me. Is this creek is going up right here? What creek goes up like that? The 1 meter DM would not do that. So it's all in the DEM that makes or break a map, really. That kind of just ruined it. Would not take me that long to make a 4X either, because there's not that many farms in this area. I even used these new feed troughs. I think it was Benny. He released these. Even he used those on the map. I mean, god damn. God darn. Silage, I know your pain. Yeah, well. Then I made this huge. I see. Look at the dealership was like wedged up against the border here. It was like the only good spot to put it on the map, and disaster. What a disaster. This was. Oh man, this thing was so cool. But look, like there's like 3 or 4 giant fields on this map. And then we got this giant sell point. It's like it has to be a 4X. This was so sick, damn. I did a good job. I'll hang my hat on that. I did do a good job on this. But it will never be finished. Oh yeah, there's like some shit's happening. I forgot what this was. Like a pipe came down and unloaded. I don't know for what. There's just an unload spot here. It's not finished in what this structure is, but I was sick. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. Love the hills. Yeah, it's fun to play on. You can certainly play on it. I mean, everything's functional except the cows. Those cows aren't. I mean, those cows are functional over there, but the cows on the main farm, there's no cows. But you know, you can harvest and, you know, do all that stuff. Damn, unfortunate. But maybe someday, be a 4X. So I can use all these assets that I made and edited and blah, blah, blah. They make corn piles in the... Oh, that's what it is. Ah. That makes a lot of sense. I wonder if there's anything else I have in here. Dumpster pot in the dumpsters. It's more towards the end of the... Oh, St. Helene. That's nowhere near. That's a DEM I made for somebody. There's a lot of maps in here that are just DEMs that yeah, Preston. That's a DEM I made for CM. Oh, Penny Road was. Oh, Mideastern Pen. Oh, you guys have seen that. I've shown you that though. Gloucester's sick. I've shown that. I don't think I've shown Penny Road. Yeah, I have. It's not a good map. I might just like release it for some other map maker to build. This is Marksville in the background. I measured out a DEM today actually of a 4X area of Marksville during lunch. And I was like, could it be done? And there's really, I don't know, there's not a lot of good farms in the area to justify building that map. No, 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 not the guided tour. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't. This is an old map file. I need to switch to game mode. Any idea on Medicine Creek? I'm still working on it. I can tell you that. It's a lot of work. Everything's a lot of work. Everything's pain. I am in pain all the time. And it's mostly my fault. I bring it on myself. I would like to get Medicine Creek out this spring though. I don't want it sitting in my mod folder anymore. I have permissions to build it, finish it, convert it, and then No Creek would like to look at it before I send it out. So I made that assurance with him. Oh, actually, nope, that's not the DEM. This is the Marksville DEM, or sorry, the PDA. That's the Marksville. And I forgot Easy Dev. Fuck. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's just on a different key binding. Oh, okay, all right. We're fine. It's cool. We're covered. We're fine. This is the freestall. This is the freestall from Marksville, actually. This thing was like huge. From Marksville 25. Yeah, this thing's gigantic. Not finished. Then there's just like a bunch of bales. That's what these spots are. Again, it's another DEM that just didn't come out right. Where I went through all that work. But now the DEMs that I make are so much better than this that it's just like, why would I even bother finishing this? Because it's just not, it's not worth finishing. The DEMs I make now are so much better. And plus, just like it wasn't a good area. Only one farm, and it's at that top of the hill, and there's some grain beds at the bottom. The rest of the map, like this is like a service road down here, like being serviced because there's a bridge over there that needed to be updated. This was a cool area down by the creek. I don't know. I think rolling around. Yeah, this is a lot of, it's just, there's a river that runs through the middle of this map. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's just right here. Oh no, it runs like here, wraps around. I don't know, it wasn't that good of a DEM. It wasn't that good of a map. Probably wasted a good couple of days building it to start it off. Takes time for the awesome quality you do. The only guy I keep on Patreon. I give you lots of, hey, I appreciate that, man. I try to update my stuff as frequently as possible. I'm surprised at how much work I've gotten done this month. Honestly, it's all my spare time outside of work has been going to updating stuff and getting stuff updated on the on Stitzer and other maps and converting and working on it. I've gotten some work on Medicine Creek done. New Polaris I updated, I think this month. Paoli definitely got updated. So, yeah, I just been, you know, I appreciate my patrons a lot. I wouldn't be here without them. 5 years running. It's been a long time. But now we got way better maps. And yeah. I'll show you one more. That I'm working on. And that'll be it. I think this one I don't have in-gamed yet. I had to show you in GE on my desktop. Let's see, where is it? Stereo Love stuck in my head. All right, where? Maybe I did put it. I did put it in my mods folder. Hold on. Maybe I can in-game it here. 1 second. 1 second. the DEM that I made for somebody else. Second, this is my latest DEM, and it's really freaking nice. And I'll show you what it looks like in Google Earth. I'll open up here. I'm very quiet tonight. Not as bussin'. The stream's not as bussin' as it usually is. Oh yeah, this is sick. Actually, maybe it'd be easier to show you guys in GE rather than in game. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Second here. And go. So this is a DEM I made recently, and it captured the ditches really well. The trees I'm still working on, but the fog looks really nice. Yeah, and it captured the creeks along the road. I've done none of this has been me sculpting it. This is all from the DEM. I've removed the grass so you can see the ground better. But all these little creeks running through the trees here, that's all. I didn't do any of that, like hand sculpting of that. So it just saves you a lot of time. There's this road that's running up top here, runs through the trees. This is like early. This is like what my maps look like when I'm first building them, like the first like month. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek. I'll show you guys what it looks like in real life here in a second. But you can see that I don't have to raise the road up at all. The ditch is already made for me. So this, you can kind of see the road wrapping around. This is a farm on this hill. It's South Wayne, Wisconsin. I don't know if that's going to be the name of the map, but oh yeah, and the berm here along the field was captured. That was sick. I didn't have to carve that at all on my own. It just was there. So, but here's what it looks like in real life. Let's see what we can find. It. Zoom in here. Right here. Drop in there. So this is what the farm looks like in real life. And here's the berm we were just looking at. And there's the farm. So I'm going to build this dairy barn. Dairy shed, really. But yeah, this is just going to be a single farm map, and it'll end up being on my Patreon as well, and I'll release publicly, obviously, when it's finished. And this will, after Paoli's finished, this will probably get rotated in. But it's really just like a simple map. I only want to build like 1 or 2 farms on this map because I really want to focus on, obviously, Mercer County and other ones. But yeah, this is sick. This road too is captured as well. You can see the line. Right here. This is the spline leading up to the top here. All the way up to this shed. Even where the sheds are, like it's all flattened out. And not sure what's what here. I think this is, yeah, this and right here, the dairy barn. Yeah, lots of the detail in the terrain is just so much better. I mean, look at that. Way. Oh yeah, these are too subtle on this. But in another DEM, I made a DEM for someone where it came out like these strips were so nice. Like I was mad jealous. Like so I was like I got to try that out. But they didn't show up very well on mine. um, on this specific area. But I think I gotta move to Iowa because it's got a lot of that everywhere. But here, let's go back to the so that's pretty sick. I think this is gonna be a fun map. I like these small farms. Obviously, you guys know that. I don't like the big farm operation. I mean, sometimes I do, but I like these little farms where you're running like a 86 series, and John Deere. You got a 4440. You know me. I got that 4440. Smaller tractors, old iron. Like they're not running anything big. That's what I love. That's my kind of map. Ray County's kind of like that, or you're not really necessarily running big equipment just because for lack of, shed space. The farm's not as big, but yeah, very, very excited about this map. I think it's gonna be a fun project. And I think I'm gonna really enjoy this farm, just like I'm enjoying Paoli right now. So, any hoozle, I think I'm gonna call it a night. This is very late. I think I gotta start streaming earlier. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard with my schedule and everything. What's going on in my life? So, oh, my voice is cracked. But I'm happy you guys joined me for the stream tonight, and I hope you guys have a good one. And I think I can stream tomorrow night. Maybe we'll see. Hopefully, if I do stream tomorrow night, I'm gonna stream a lot earlier. So that. All right. Well, I see you guys later, and I love you, and that's it. Okay, bye.